What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. In this episode, I'm going to be giving you my NFL Week 3 power rankings. Obviously, this is last week's right here, but I'm going to change them up, and then I'm going to talk about them. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Make sure you check out our other videos. Also, check out our TikTok and Twitch. Let me know in the comments below how your team is doing this season, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. All right, so just like last week, I have the power rankings written down on paper, so that way I could just insert them in as I go. But yeah, so obviously this is what I had last week. If you watched the video, Eagles 1, Bills 2, Ravens 3. A lot of the top teams didn't change from week 1. 9 to 24 will be the biggest changes you will see. That's probably the most controversial part of power rankings, right in those middle two rows. But we're going to kick things off here with changing a new 32. At number 32, I have the Cleveland Browns. The Saints have moved up because they are bad, but the Browns looked worse. They got blown out by the Ravens. The Saints played a good team too, but the Saints kept it closer. So the Browns moved down to 32. And I'm actually going to keep the Saints at 31. Both those teams are really, really bad. Those two teams will probably not go higher than 30 this season. It's just a matter of who's going to finish last by the end of the season. But Browns, I think, are there right now. Number 30 and 29, I have the Titans and the Dolphins staying where they are. Those two teams aren't that much great, but Dolphins, they had a better game against the Patriots. Thursday Night Football could change this a lot. And then meanwhile for the Titans, they kept it close with the Rams for a while, but once it hit halftime, their defense kind of gave up. It was tired, and Rams kind of ran away with it. Rams are also a really good team too, so I'm not really going to hold that against them. Dolphins and Titans are going to stay where they were. But at 28, I'm going to have the New York Jets. 30 to 10 loss. Yeah, it was against Buffalo, the second best team in the NFL, but how they lost was terrible. Their offensive line was very, very bad. Less than 100 yards passing as a team, and they didn't really stop anything for having a defensive minded head coach in Aaron Glenn. Jets did nothing really productive in that game, besides the touchdown by Jeremy Ruckert. But yeah, they're moving down to 28. And then at 26, I have the New York Giants. Giants move up to 26. And at 27, I have the Chicago Bears. Giants 26. Chicago Bears at number 27. Here's why. First game, they let that game slip away from them. They definitely should have won. And then Sunday, they just got blown out. They did nothing. They lost 52 to 21. It was really, really, really bad. The Bears do not look good once again, and I'm going to keep them at 27 until they prove me otherwise. Giants at 26. They're moving up 2 spots, even though they lost because they played good in their loss. They put up 37 points and lost in overtime. That was a game that they could have, should have, would have, should have won. But Giants played really good in that game. We're going to have to see how they bounce back. Carolina Panthers, I'm going to have at 25. They're going to move up 2 spots, even though we lost. We were starting to get blown out, but we had 19 unanswered points. We started playing really good ball, and we only lost by 5 points. It wasn't a prettiest game, but we still lost. Um, but yeah, I'm going to put Carolina up to 25. I'm not going to put them any higher. I still think it's respectable that we move up 2 spots. And I can confidently say that we are better than all the teams below us. So, number 24, I'm going to have the Las Vegas Raiders. They were a team I was high on entering this season, but their offense doesn't seem to figure it out quite yet. They didn't even score a touchdown Monday night. That was horrific. Made everybody stay up till 1 in the morning to watch Geno Smith throw 3 picks and no touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, Raiders, I think they can go higher. not like lower. I mean, I think they can go higher in the power rankings. Like I think they'll probably finish up in the teens, maybe 20s, but Raiders, that game should have been better for you. You're at home against a divisional rival. Should have done better. So you're going to go to 24 after that loss. Then at 23, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They should have won that game, but they didn't. They're going to move down 3 spots because again, they should have won that game. Jaguars are at 23. Not really much to explain there. Number 22, I'm going to keep the Cardinals. They're going to have no movement. They won, but they weren't the most impressive. They didn't close out the game like they should have. Well, they did, but you know what I mean. It's whatever. Cardinals are 22. And then number 21, I'm going to have the New England Patriots. They're going to stay there. They're going to move up 4. Again, team like the Raiders, but the Patriots looked good last week. They put up 33 points, I think it was. Good game for the Patriots. A lot of good moments. And the Patriots could be just like the Raiders where they finish in the teens and maybe the 20s. But number 20, I have the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to move up 1 overall. That Sunday Night Football win wasn't pretty. They scored 22 points, but 15 off of field goals. And the other team they were playing didn't even generate 200 total yards of offense. So the Falcons' defense did really good. The pass rush was really good in that game. That pass rush could be scary. It's obviously got to stay consistent. But good game for the Falcons from a Panthers fan, unfortunately. But you guys are going to move up 1. Besides not really scoring a touchdown, your defense is what have you in the spot. Number 19, I'm going to put the Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 1, they looked really good. Last week, they looked mediocre at best. Close battle with Seattle, but then they let it run away from them. The offense wasn't really playing that great on paper anyway. So, I mean, I think 19 is a good spot for the Steelers. I think they're going to hang right around in the middle rows of these power rankings, 9 to 20, but we will see. Number 18, I'm going to have the Indianapolis Colts. They're moving up 5. I need to see 2 more games from this Daniel Jones Colts team before I have them enter the borderline top 10 conversation. They're playing really good football, but last week we seen the Saints play good week 1 and week 2, and there's been plenty of occasions where team starts off hot but doesn't finish well. And I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid if they're going to fall off in 2 weeks and play terrible. So I'm going to have to see a little more from the Colts before I really move them up in this range. But Colts are playing good, and they are getting a lot of people's attention. Number 17, I have the Seattle Seahawks. They're not going to move at all on these power rankings. They played a really good game, but I think the teams around them either did, they're moving more on the power rankings or they're moving down. Seattle is another one of those teams that could be around here in this range, but I'm going to keep them at 17 for now. Entering the top half of the league now. Number 16, I have the Denver Broncos. Oh, this row is going to be controversial. I already know it. Just send in the comments right now. Number 16 is Denver. I mean, they won week 1, but it wasn't very convincing against the Titans. Last week, they lost. They allowed the Colts to kick a game-winning field goal, really, after that penalty. Denver should be better than what they're playing. They're turning the ball over, too. I'm going to put them at 16, but they're a team that could go up or down from here. I think 16 is a good spot for them right now. Number 15 is Minnesota Vikings. I tried to keep them up there after last game, but I mean, the offense is not in rhythm right now for the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy. I'm not saying he's bad or anything like that. I'm just saying they're not in rhythm. And now that he's out for at least 2 games, they're not going to be in rhythm for a while. So the take I had where the Vikings missed the playoffs seems to be becoming more of a reality. And they're going to be at 15 right now. I'm not saying that they won't finish top 10 or anything like that, but right now they're at number 15. They did not score a touchdown last game on Monday night or Sunday night, and the week before they didn't look good until the 4th quarter. So the Vikings offense has to be in rhythm. The defense looks really, really good, though. Number 14, I have the Houston Texans. Same exact boat, but with the Minnesota Vikings. But the offensive line is horrendous. Every time I watch this offensive line, I question what I'm watching, and I think a high school offensive line could do better. It's insane how they allow simple stunts get right in, and it's not a good offensive line, and doesn't look like it will be anytime soon. Texans at 14. Number 13, I have the Dallas Cowboys, and number 12, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. Cowboys are up 5 spots this week, and the Bengals are up 3. Bengals, unfortunately, they're without Joe Burrow for 3 months. I still think the team will play well enough to keep them above 500 while he's gone. And then Dallas, they were a wild card team, but they seem to be playing good. They barely lost to Philly, and then they put up 40 points last week against the Giants, who actually have a good defense. So Cowboys are playing good right now. Who knows if they'll keep it going? Who knows if they'll collapse? But right now, they're number 13. Number 11, I have the Washington Commanders. That Packers game, they got destroyed. I don't care what the score was. The Packers did whatever they wanted on defense until late. Jaden Daniels is hurt. He's out next game. Hopefully he gets better. But right now, I think the Commanders are number 11. Now we're entering the top 10. Number 10, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It hurts me to say this as a Panthers fan, but they're playing really good football right now. They have a good team. They're very deep on the offensive side of the ball, and they're coming back in these games. Second comeback win in a row. So that's a scary thing to have as your rival, but the Bucs, you're in the number 10 spot. Number 9 is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. Are going to move up 1. They are 2-0. They're playing well. That Saints game could have done better, but they were without Brock Purdy. Mac Jones did good, though. But the 49ers are number 9 right now. Here's where things are going to get a little tricky. Number 8, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They are 0-2. I still think they are a Super Bowl contender, unfortunately, but they lost again. They didn't look that great against Philly. I didn't watch that game. I was watching the Panthers game, but from what I've seen, crucial Travis Kelce drop, just Chiefs, teams might be figuring them out. So number 8 is the Kansas City Chiefs. I still think they could finish as a top 3 team, but I think the 7 teams above them are better as of right now. Number 7, I have the Chargers. Number 6, I have the Rams. Number 5, I have the Lions. And number 4, I have the Packers. Number 3, I have the Ravens. Number 2, I have the Bills. And number 1, I have the Eagles. I think this is all going to stay the same. The top 4, 5, 6, 7, they all move up 1. Chiefs move down 3. I think this is where all teams stand after 2 games. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you check out our other videos. Check out our TikTok and Twitch at Janie Sports Talk. Let me know who your top 10 teams are in the NFL, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.